Welcome to the adventure of finding solutions to everyday problems found in the scripture of the day. So our scripture of the day is James chapter 1, verse 2 through 4. Be assured that the testing of your faith through experience produces endurance, leading to spiritual maturity and inner peace. And let endurance have its perfect result and do a thorough work so that you may be perfect and completely developed in your faith, lacking in nothing. I've been guest teaching a beautiful little fourth grade class, and I love this age group because they're in a huge transition from being in the little kids classes to being in the big kids classes. And everything's changing physically, mentally, emotionally, and how other people treat them, because they're no longer being coddled like little children, and everybody expects them to be grown up and to know all these things, but they're just learning. I love to dissect and see where they're missing, what gaps in their understanding they have, and then trying to fill those in and help them to shore up that foundation so that they can not be frustrated and so that they can be successful in what they're trying to do and in this transition. So it's interesting because that's what God does for us. And the way that we know what we don't know, and that the way that teachers know what we don't know, what their students don't know, is by testing. Testing is how all those things are figured out. But in our modern culture, we have decided that testing is this thing that holds all this weight for our grade. It's not a learning tool, it's a grading tool. But really, testing in God's realm is a learning tool. And learning for us, learning for, well, him, but he already knows where we're at. He's just letting us know. But teachers don't know unless they have the testing. And so this is something to learn, not be ashamed that we got a bad grade, but realize we need help. We need to ask for help. We need to figure out what we're missing or have somebody help us figure out what is missing and then fill in those gaps in our learning. So I love testing. I tell my students that all the time and they give me a big grimace. My students have been saying, "Are you sure about that?" And I say, absolutely. I'm absolutely sure. And when we do testing right, you're going to love it too.